Good morning. You're watching Senior Notebook on WENY.
Hi, I'm Carol Husak with the Senior Notebook team, and we're on scene for this segment and the next one at the Arnot Hospital Thrift Shop. Now, I'm ashamed to say I was born and raised in Elmar, and I'm back here for several years. I did not know this place even existed. So I'm with Ellie McRoberts. Ellie, you've been involved since 2020.
Right. I worked at the hospital for 25 years as a supervisor and dietary, and I retired for a couple of weeks when they asked me to take the thrift shop. And I've been here ever since.
That was a short retirement.
It was. But it's enjoyable and it was good for me.
Good for you. That's what it's all about, keeping people busy, because it's good for you all over, physically, mentally, and emotionally, everything. And on my left is Glynis Scott, and you are one of the key volunteers here to keep this place going. You've been involved for about a dozen years.
I've been involved for about 12 years. I've volunteered in the Arnot in various capacities, but yes, I've been here for 12 years and I love it.
Well, the thrift shop itself, it survives because of the generosity of volunteers. The Arnot owns the building, owns this house. It's a house. And people come and make donations. So, Glynis, what's the best day for people to drop off things for you to put on the shelves here?
Well, we're open the first Thursday and Friday of every month, 10 till 3, so we ask people to bring donations during those hours. We really prefer not to have them just drop them off at the door, because then if it rains, the weather's bad, then we have to just throw everything out because they become, too badly damaged that we can't sell them.
I see. We're standing here in the midst of racks of women's clothing. There's dolls behind us, but there is so much in this place. One more question for you. How did you ever get it organized as to where things go?
Just kind of worked with it a little bit, but it was easy. We have a room where we have plus sizes and ladies' skirts, suits, and so on. Another room has folded clothing on the shelf that they can go through. We've got slacks, we've got blouses of all sorts, jewelry. People love the jewelry. Upstairs we have men's clothing, children's clothing, bedding. I think we have almost everything.
I'm just fascinated by everything that is here. So we did talk about the hours, and that's the hours that you're open and accepting donations.
Correct.
But do you guys sneak in at other times to do some of that sorting and marking?
Yeah, maybe once or twice a month, 2 or 3 of us will just come in, see what's being donated, price things, set everything out, just try and make everything look presentable for the customers when they come in.
Well, it certainly does. I mean, you'd think you were in any store because you got everything sized and all sorted out. Now, do you have a place for anybody to try anything on, or do they have to?
Yes, we do. We definitely have a try-on room, and we often have people doing that.
Again, and it's not just clothing. There's shoes over there. There's books. There's DVDs. What are some of the
small appliances, kitchenware? Just all kinds of things. I think we have everything.
I'm going to pick on you a minute because you're the one who said your voice wouldn't let you talk.
It's having a hard time.
It doesn't look it. So a young person just starting out, looking to put some things in their household, or a family that's getting kids ready for school, this is a place to consider.
This is a place because we have all kinds of kitchenware, and I know, when young people are starting out from scratch, they don't have anything. And I mean, everything is so reasonably priced. Probably, I think everything they need that's here, and it's affordable.
Sounds great to me. Did you have a really unusual donation of anything that either of you can think of over the years?
Can't think of anything, but often we get things that we have no idea what they are. And we kind of look at each other and say, okay, what is it? But sometimes when customers come in, they know exactly what it is, and it's what they've been looking for, and they'll buy it.
Well, I like that story because I got a house full of stuff like that. It's like, what was this in its real life?
What you think will not sell does sell.
Well, that's great. And of course, we're masked up because we are on the property of Arnot Hospital, and they do require masks. But we're gonna be back with a little bit more information on how you might get involved. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Senior Notebook will return in a moment. We now return to Senior Notebook on WENY.
Hi, I'm Carol Husak with Senior Notebook Team, and I'm back here at the Arnot Thrift Shop, which is on the property of Arnot Hospital, and the masks are required, so that's why we're masked up. I'm with Ellie McRoberts, who's been the manager of this place. In the last segment, said 2020. What I meant to say was she's been volunteering here for 22 years. It was 2000, not 2020. Congratulations.
Started in 2000.
I'm sorry I misspoke about that. And also Glenna Scott, and she's like the right-hand person here to keep the show going. I've been looking at some of the signage you have around since we closed out that first piece, and I see you now have gift certificates available. Is that something new?
No, we've had that for quite some time. We do sell some.
Okay. There's another sign that you need to have adequate proof of who you are to take a check. Right. I'm sure cash is best.
A license, that would be fine for that.
Okay. The other thing I thought of, Glenn, is how often do like grandparents come in here with their little ones to shop? I mean, you could give a child a couple dollars and they could go upstairs and pick out a puzzle or a book.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. Grandparents, obviously parents bring in their little ones too, and they love to go upstairs and explore. We have books and puzzles and some kind of board games. It's a lot of fun for the kids just to kind of see what's going on, and you know, the parents and grandparents take good care of them, so it's fine, yeah.
Well, the other thing we talked about just briefly was that this thrift shop is run by volunteers. It's an all-volunteer operation. There's people that watch this show that are just looking for something to do. So what are some of the tasks that volunteers could do, and would they just stop in?
Okay, yeah, we'd love to have people stop in and just look around, and if they think it's something they'd like to do as a volunteer position, we'd love to have them. We have people like myself who do the marking, the pricing. We have to sort through everything to make sure everything's in good condition. We have our cashiers. We have people who bag garments, items after they've been purchased. We have straightening to do. You know, the racks always have to be tidied, the shelves have to be kept straight. So there's lots of different jobs that people could get involved with. Whatever they feel they'd be good at or happy doing, we'd love to have them.
We've mentioned stop in. We've done the first segment and now most of the second one. We have yet to say where you're located. You're on Hart Street, which is
619 Hart Street.
Okay, we're going to put that address in
it's
some of the
H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-t, not H-E-A-R-T. Hart Street, basically behind Arnot Hospital. Right. But the other thing, I mentioned that I didn't know this place existed. We want to help you get the word out through Senior Notebook. But I'm thinking there's people out there, you know who they are, they might be your kids or grandchildren, who could help maybe do your own Facebook page or do some social media for you so people know where it is, when you're open. Mm-hmm. Want to say when you're open again?
Yes, we're open the first Thursday and Friday of every month from 10 till 3. And we'd love, we need the advertising because, you know, what we do here, we're raising money for the hospital, but it's also a community service. You know, we're helping out people that live in the neighborhood. So yeah, anybody who is good at social media and Facebook, if they'd love to volunteer and do that for us, would really appreciate it.
Well, that'd be a win-win if we could make that happen. Ellie, she mentioned that the donations go to the proceeds from here go to the hospital. Over the years, best guess on how much you've donated. Any idea? And how often? Maybe how often do you do?
I honestly can't even guess how much. A lot.
A lot of money, and of course the hospital puts that to good use for a number of things, or they wouldn't. So, and we mentioned the hospital does own this building. The other thing I didn't mention yet is that there is a handicap ramp outside. Correct. So people could come in, and if they have an issue with steps, there is an upstairs here, so they'd probably have to limit their shopping to this level. But I saw pictures that you could hang on the wall, and it's just like everything, knickknacks. Everybody's got knickknacks.
Well, and also, you know, you mentioned that people are not able to go up and downstairs, but if there's something up there that they think they may be interested in, we can go up and bring things down, and they can check everything else downstairs.
You don't get that in a department store.
And I'm done it many a time.
Well, ladies, you know, and there's other ladies in here volunteering as we speak, and a customer or two just left. But I'm so glad. I hope you get some mileage out of these two segments. Arnot Thrift Shop, 619 Hart Street in Elmira, Thursdays and Friday, the first Thursday and Friday of the month from 10 to 3. Ellie, thank you so much. You've been a long-time volunteer, and we appreciate your service.
And thank you for coming here.
And you're not from around here, but great job, and I hope you get real busy.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. We appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Okay, stop in and see these wonderful people here.
Senior Notebook will return in a moment.